basically they need to be picturing themselves succeeding rather than failing. And I notice it a lot with salespeople that sometimes they fall into the rut of thinking about all the things that could go wrong, either in the deal or on the phone call, or they have a bad meeting or a bad call, and they're carrying that with them into the next call or the next meeting. And so it's really important to shake that off and to picture the result that you want before you step into action. Professional sports people spend as much as 50% of their time visualizing themselves crossing the line, clearing the bar, winning the race. They don't do it for no reason. They do it because it works. And the top salespeople do the same thing. They picture themselves succeeding. Now, the physical element's important because the mind, the emotions, and the physiology, the body, are all joined. You know, when you're feeling high, when you're feeling really good, you stand high, you stand very upright. When you're feeling down and depressed, you literally hunch, and your nervous system, of course, throughout your body is hardwired into the brain stem. So if you're feeling a bit down, one of the best things you can do is to change your body posture, whether you're sat or you're walking, because as you change your body posture, it helps you to lift yourself both in emotion and mind. You start to think more clearly and you feel more positive, and all of that becomes an escalating cycle that helps you to hold the consciousness in your mind that is the winning edge, if you like. And customers buy the attitude. You know, if you're talking with a level of conviction and positivity about what it is you're doing, what you have, what you supply, the customer buys that. They buy your belief. And it's the same whatever area of business you're in. I think it's fundamentally important.
And in a business context, how do people do that? And what I mean by that is that is it planning their day, so they're taking time out of their day? Sales is slightly different in as much as it's very performance focused in a way sports is. So you can I can imagine a salesperson sitting in the car before they go and see a customer and start to think about the outcomes.
For sure.
But if you're a managing director or a operations director of a company, it matters just as much because of what you're saying, but is it taking time out of your day? How do you get that discipline to make sure that you are fulfilling that?
I got lots of ops directors and people that work within process and engineering that use my system, and they use the simple techniques of visualization. They'll have a goal map for themselves about their project. They'll look at that at the start of the day. That helps them to picture success. By picturing the success, they're overriding any self-doubt that may have crept into their mind the day before. And then every so often, perhaps they're taking 5 minutes just to, again, raise their awareness. So just to check themselves. The more you know yourself, the more effective you can be. And they're changing their physiology. And they're telling themselves they can. And they're picturing success. And they're thinking about their purpose. All of which helps give them a lift. And none of this is rocket science. When you're feeling good, when you're being your best, you automatically do your best in whatever your skills or actions are, and that leads you to achieve your best results. It's not chance, it's science.